The second pillar entails interventions to formalize the creative economy, actualize its full potential, and enhance its contribution to our national GDP beyond its current share of 5.3%. To do this, Talanta Hela will pursue the enhancement of intellectual property rights, streamline royalty administration, establish fully equipped creative hubs, support for fashion and visionary, rationalize the rewards and incentive system for creatives, and support nationwide grassroots creative talent search, development, promotion, and monetization. We spend about 350 billion Kenya shillings every year in advertising. And the counties are here, the national government is here. We should spend at least 10% of that advertising to advertise through our creatives. That will give our creatives 35 billion Kenya shillings. It will hire millions of the young people, talented young people who come out of our schools, the people who come out of our colleges, the men and women who are sitting in this auditorium today. And this is money we are already spending in advertising. I saw the script by the gentleman who was singing here about the Hustler Fund. That gentleman deserves part of that money that we are using in advertising. There is absolutely no better advertising than the song I had here today. And that's why I'm saying the 350 billion shillings we spend in advertising, 10% of it. And Waziri, I want you to work with the rest of government to make sure that that money goes to our creatives. My good friend, you persuaded me that we should take some of the 350 billion shillings and make it available to you. I am very happy that we are now working together with all the actors in the creative space, in the music space, so that royalties can go to the right beneficiaries. For a very long time, our artists, they got the short end of the stick, always. Everybody else made money except them. We must do it this time round. I have gotten up with the people who do betting, just using technology. Using technology, we can make sure that our artists get their fair share of what is due to them and that they are not exploited. So I am happy that Waziri and the industry, you've come together, and we are going to see Talanta Hela Master Plan will mobilize sectoral stakeholders, including schools, federations, clubs, private academies, and other partners in a robust, inclusive, bottom-up endeavor to deliver 6 key outcomes. The first, of course, is the revival of sport from the grassroots through satellite sports academies, beginning at the school level, through community to regional stadia, which culminate in the Kenya Academy of Sports at the national level. We will be working with the counties. We have there is a subject that has always been used against me, the stadiums. Now I am here, and I am going to sort out the stadiums. I have told my good friend Ababu here, since this was a big problem, every time there was something, people was Wabi Stadium, you know. Now we will demonstrate to you what it is and how we are going to do it and how it's going to become the epicenter of not just football occasionally, not just athletics occasionally. It's going to be the epicenter of all creative economy interventions making sure that it works for everybody and it works always. The National Academy will be established by expanding the resident academy of the Moi International Sports Center, you know, the one that is in Kasarani, to incorporate modern training and accommodation facilities that meet international standards. It will also become the national hub for identifying, developing, marketing, promoting and monetizing talent across all sporting disciplines, including, Mr. Tundo, motorrallying. We just gave 3 vehicles today to begin the training of those who want to be rally drivers. I think it is going to be a new beginning. Talenta Hela has set out the forging of transformative partnerships as a 4th strategic pillar. We seek to form effective collaborations with strategic partners under public-private partnerships and frameworks. The programs involved include talent search and development, music recording, production and marketing, sports, development and production of the creative economy. Others are development of sports tourism, grassroots football competition in collaboration with counties, live broadcasts, and sponsorship of football. I already instructed the ministries of ICT and the Ministry of Sports to work out how we are going to have live broadcasts. And I have given them, I hope, Mr. Babu, mmefanya hiyo kazi, mmemaliza? Mmemaliza, very good. So I think many people blame me. They said the other day I was a one-man show. It's not a question of being a one-man show. It's because I was given a job by the people of Kenya and I must get it done. And these good people, they work with me because we have to deliver. And excuses is not an option. So I am very happy that shortly, as Ababu committed, we're going to have the whole space that had disappeared around sponsorship and live broadcasts back. And we are going to commit public resources to support that, and we are going to work with the men and women here. I see Paul Russo here. I see the Safaricom people here. I see all the other good people with deep pockets around. So you guys, tutasaidiana hapo mbele.
Your Excellency, it must be acknowledged that we inherited a mess as we came to office, a total mess. Speaking about the space, you graciously have allowed me to manage on your behalf and on behalf of the people of Kenya. We inherited a sporting arena that was in disarray. Football had been suspended by FIFA for over a year. There was no football completely. Doping had reached such a crisis level that Kenya was on the verge of being banned by World Athletics. Essentially, our sporting arena was grinding to a halt. Your Excellency, the whole creative space was scattered all over the place. Never before had there been an effort to join all these dots you have seen here today. The dot of film, music, fashion, pageantry, talk about acrobatics, and all that, what you can call the whole creative space. It was scattered all over the place. Your Excellency, that is the mess we inherited. And the first agenda, you instructed me as your cabinet secretary in this space, was to steady the ship. We steadied the ship. We engaged the FIFA, as you know, Your Excellency, in record time. And within 1 month, Kenya was back to international football. And in the last 6 months, Your Excellency, we have taken time to consolidate all the thinking from the plan, from better, and we are now able to present to you an implementable, coherent program called Talanta Hela. As we do this, Your Excellency, I want to assure you that we are walking this journey with everybody that matters. We are anchoring this program on partnerships. Mike, together with your team, please rise so that we can acknowledge you. Harambee Stars. And Coach Firat, may you rise. That is the Harambee Stars. This team is right now preparing to start the journey to the World Cup 2026. with the qualifiers that start in November. Failing to plan is planning to fail. Na safari ya kesho hupangwa leo. We have started early preparations to make this team competitive as they get to the qualifiers for World Cup 2026. They are already in camp. I visited them yesterday and gave them financial support to enable them travel to Mauritius tomorrow to participate in a 4-nation tournament that is part of their preparations. And so, Your Excellency, you instructed me to steady this ship and to fix the mess. And this is what we are doing, sir. This is exactly what we are doing.